You'll first meet Ranni after acquiring Torrent, and then heading to the Church of Elleh. She'll be sitting on a broken down wall. If you miss this encounter, you can still encounter her in her tower at Ranni's Rise.
I'd heard tell of a tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
After beating the Carrion Manor area, you can unlock the Three Sisters area. You'll meet Ranni in Ranni's Rise. She will ask you to speak to NPCs in her tower, exhaust their dialogue, and then return to Ranni.
I am the witch Ranni. I stole death long ago. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Egi, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same. Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise.
After Ranni falls asleep, you'll have to defeat Starscourge Radahn at the bottom right of the map in Caelid. After you've done that, travel to the Mistwood Ruins here on the map, and make your way into the meteorite hole in the ground, I guess you can call it. This is going to be some sped up footage of me getting there, but feel free to use the timestamps down below to skip to the next part if you already know how to get there. But yeah, so this is going to be some more sped up footage of this entire area. Feel free to use the timestamps down below if you already run through this. But we need to acquire something for Ranni, the hidden treasure that she asked us to acquire for her. After we've defeated everyone, we can make our way up the stairs, and there'll be a very precious chest that we need to open. Acquire the Fingerslayer blade and return to Ranni and talk to her.
Ah, it was thee, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before I leave, I shall entrust thee with this. My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure. I am certain now. Fate steered us to our reunion. I must thank Torrent too for his part. You may leave now. It was but brief. But thou gavest me fine service.
After exhausting her dialogue, you can make your way to Renna's Rise, which is located in the same area, in the Three Sisters area. Travel to the Royal Moon-Gazing Grounds, and enter the now accessible tower. This tower will only be accessible after you complete every single step I listed before this, so don't try to do this in a different order because it won't be opened. Anyway, here you will find a chest with a very precious set. Ranni's set. At the very top of the tower in Renna's Rise, you'll find a portal that takes you to the river. In some coffins, you'll find a Ranni doll. Sit at the side of Grace nearby and choose to speak to her. You will have to reset the area or pass some time, otherwise the Miniature Ranni will not speak to you.
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we? Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise. But now the cat is out the bag. I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Ranni the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter.
Upon traveling to the site of Grace Nokstella Waterfall Basin in Nokstella, Eternal City, defeat the Baleful Shadow. Ranni will tell the player that she has been released and reward the discarded palace key.
That Ranni the Witch to rend thy flesh with a ne'er to heal. Beautifully fought. My thanks. 'Twas more of a challenge than I envisioned. Now I can finally stand before them. This is farewell, my dear. Tell Blythe and Iji I love them.
After acquiring the key, travel to the Grand Library in the Rhea Lucaria Academy. You'll now be able to open the chest and acquire the Dark Moon Ring. With this ring, you'll be able to travel back to the Lake of Rot in the Ainsel River area, continuing to the Grand Cloyster area. After you reach the end, you'll see a coffin. Interact with it and you'll be teleported to the boss fight. So make sure you're ready. At the end of this cave, you'll find a fog wall. This is the boss fight against Astel. After you reach the Cathedral of Manus, Celes, there will be a little hole nearby that leads into a cave. This is where you'll find the end of the questline for Ranni. Enjoy the video.
So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night sky. It is there I shall find mine order. I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.